I have 100 days to beat ARK Fjordur. In a world with many realms, new dinos, and a bunch of different bosses, you know what, fuck the intro, let's get right into it. On day 1, I woke up on a mysterious beach and checked my surroundings. Oh shit. Alright, I survived like 5 seconds. Well, that's the end of the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I started off by collecting some stone to make myself tools. Oh no. It's literally been like 3 minutes. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and okay guys, I woke up on a mysterious beach and I started making a spear. Oh god. It's literally day 1 and I've already died 3 times. This time I made a few tools and a bola so that I could protect myself. I took revenge on the raptor that violated my rights earlier. Oh my god. Not today, sucker. And I harvested it for more hide. After putting on some clothes, I decided to enslave a pteranodon so I could better explore this dangerous place.
Gotcha, bitch!
Pteranodon. While I waited for her to wake up, I made a campfire to get a little warmer. Once she was tamed, I thought long and hard about a creative name, and I came up with Pteranodon. Night was falling and I didn't quite have a saddle yet, so I crafted a raft and started sailing to see what I could find.
Let's go!
I eventually came across ARK's probably worst looking supply drop ever. What is... This is a dildo from the sky. Yes. Sky dildo. I also spotted a tech parasaur, which I decided to murder and turn into scrap metal. But we didn't get a lot of metal. Day 2 was when I discovered an abandoned ship that had barrels still filled with loot. Oh, I got tools in these barrels. Scrap metal. I spotted a higher level pteranodon and knocked it out. And then sacrificed a nearby dodo. After that, I set sail for what seemed to be the mainland of Fjordur. I left my pteranodon at the raft and ran toward the forest, where I spotted tons of the local dinosaurs roaming the land. A few stegios, a brontio, a few more stegios. So far, so peaceful. It was here that I found my first rune, which gave me an XP boost to level up faster. Fjordur rune. A few minutes later, I stumbled upon a cavern that seemed to have an aura. Once I was inside, I realized these were portals to the other realms. I entered the Vanaheim realm just to see what it was like on the other side, and I was amazed at how good the environment looked.
Whoa!
So amazed that I killed everything I saw.
Why are you gay?
I tamed a bulb dog and continued on with the genocide.
What are you doing, step bro?
Until I came across an iguanodon that I deemed fit enough to join my army. He was enslaved and given a very unique name. I'm gonna name it Iguano. And we rode off into the sunset until we were killed by ravagers. I was like AFK, so. It's day 4 and I spawned back where I was taming the high level pteranodon. I salvaged a few tools from the barrels and I started killing triceratops for the keratin. This would help me make a saddle for my birdie bird.
Ouch!
Get sniped, kid. Once saddled, we flew over to my raft and I watched the sun set. I started day 5 by making narcotics, which would be useful to make trank arrows to tame more dinos. What comes next is the most important decision I made that would affect the rest of my journey. I stumbled upon an abandoned Viking house, which is something never before seen in ARK. What's this? Can you build in here? I wanted to become a Viking myself, so I began making it my home. No way! I tried many different designs, but settled on a minimalistic look. On day 6, I began my search for an Argentavis. These were bigger birds that would be able to carry much more resources than my pteranodon. I set down the trap and tried to lure it in, but I didn't notice I hadn't eaten or drank anything all day. I ended up passing out and the Sarco murdered me.
What?
I eventually found another Argentavis that I was able to get into my trap.
135 RG.
Once she was knocked out, I did a hate crime on a nearby Spinosaurus in order to harvest some prime meat.
Yeah, boy.
On the morning of day 7, she was tamed and we flew back home. I started chopping down some of the trees around my house so I could make a small dino pen that would protect her.
We'll expand this later.
For the rest of the day, I was violently hanging out with more dinos until I had enough hide to make an Argentavis saddle.
There you go.
Day 8 was Ankylosaurus Day. I needed a dino that would harvest lots of metal for little to no pay, and the Anky was a perfect candidate. The only problem was it took literally all day to find one,
Oh, an Anky. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's being attacked.
and when I did find one, it was level 20. It didn't matter though, I still tamed it because it was willing to work for less than minimum wage.
Alright, we'll actually name this one something. Metal.
After dropping off the Anky in my dino pen, I flew back to my raft to move all of my items to my new home. For the rest of day 9, I flew over to the nearby mountains that had tons of metal on it to harvest. I got the forges running and I started crafting more narcotics, but I was quickly reminded of how fast my progress could be taken away.
Shit. No. Dude, what broke now? Oh my god, my bed.
I quickly got back to work in the morning, placing more forges, chopping down all the trees I could.
Woody got wood.
Oh shit. Damn.
Once everything was repaired, it was time to tame a frog so that I could get cementing paste. I figured out that you were able to teleport from anywhere in Fjordur, so I traveled back to the Vanaheim realm because I remember seeing frogs that were hopping around there. I didn't want to tame any of the low level ribbits, so I let my Argent kill the ones that I thought were too weak.
Foe. Basal Bufo. Level 20.
Finally, at the very end of day 11, I found a level 140 jumping long tongue that I knocked out and tamed.
I'm gonna name it Kerm. Cause y'all probably thought I was gonna name it the other thing. I'm not even gonna say it.
We boarded back to my home realm and I carried the froggy back to safety. Once we were home, I took Kerm out to farm some of the bugs.
Oh, I got paste from that. That's quite a bit of paste from just killing bugs. Alright, the metal's cooking. I need to get crystal.
I harvested some crystal on a nearby mountain and I was finally able to make a fabricator.
I need to make gas as well.
I needed more oil, so I flew over to the volcanic region of the map.
There is a little bit.
On day 14, I needed a massive amount of cementing paste to start making some polymer. So I flew over to the redwoods and I prepared to mass murder some bugs. Unfortunately, Kermit the Frog was just not hood enough, and he did not get the respect on the streets.
This is not good.
Wow.
Well, that is really not good.
I took my Pteranodon and I spent the rest of the day flying my dumb ass back to the cave. Day 15, I was crying about it, but we don't need to talk about that. On day 16, I was looking through the redwoods because some Reddit users said there would be more frogs. On God, they were capping though, I didn't see any. I went over to the swamp and found a real frog and knocked his ass out.
135, perfect. Perfect, we got some prime meat.
This frog definitely grew up on the streets, so it went straight back to the cave and he was murdering everything.
I think we got enough paste. We're just gonna jump out of here.
With enough paste to build a statue of your mom,
Boom. Roasted.
we hopped out of the cave and flew home, where I started making polymer.
6,000. See if we can make some polymer.
Day 18, boys. Picture this. I'm in the river, minding my own business, gathering some silica pearls, and as a law-abiding citizen, I'm offended that this Spinosaurus attacked me.
Oh my god, that was such a bad idea. I'm dead. That was way too close. I have enough pearls, I think.
I spent the rest of the night reflecting on my trauma. I had developed PTSD, so I could never go back to that river again. Instead, I flew to the snow biome, where I'd gather more silica pearls in a more peaceful part of town. Just as I was about to leave, I found my first fjord hawk, which is a little bird that can be only found on Fjordur. Of course, I had to tame one.
What is that? That's the new fjord hawk.
You tame them by killing dinos and letting them eat the corpse, so it didn't take very long.
Eat my little babies.
Once I had it tamed, I gave it an extremely interesting name,
Fjord. Der Fjordur.
and we spent the night under the green northern lights, also known as oregano.
Whoa.
On day 20, I finally had enough polymer to place down an industrial forge. Using a chainsaw, I cut this tree down. It gave me lots of wood.
Alright, we got a ton of wood, a ton of thatch. But this area is still not clean. I need to clean out some more. What is that? A no, that's a baryonyx.
I killed a baryonyx. On day 21, I placed a generator and a chemistry bench. My moss chops gathered me lots of berries that I used to make narcotics. I spotted a snow owl near my base that would be useful for healing dinos. I also tamed a Doedicurious to gather enough stone for building.
There you go. Let's get some berries.
On day 23, I began construction of a massive dino pen. I needed to start preparing for boss fights, and a dino pen would be a good place to breed war dinos. I got really kinky with my Doedicurious, and in return he harvested all the resources for the enclosure.
Alright, that is so much better. We have much more space to work with now. And it looks cooler.
The rest of the day was mostly maintenance, as I made medical brews with more berries and harvested metal to craft some weapons. After lots of crafting and grinding, I stopped and I took a second to admire the pink tree in my enclosure. America, America. I needed cryopods, so on day 25 I loaded up my RG with all the resources and I flew over to the closest sky dildo. I made as much as I could, so I could start taming land dinos and transporting them around the map.
10 cryopods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep.
The rest of the day was spent crafting general tools and trank arrows.
I like this.
On day 26, I came across a Therizinosaurus,
135. That's a good level.
and in packs, they would be perfect for taking down bosses. I made a trap and knocked it out to start my breed line.
Alright. I think I just saw a turtle spawn in front of my eyes. Oh my god, what did the tree do to you?
The rest of the day was spent looking for another Theri, but I was only finding low levels. I did, however, come across the new Andrew, another dino that is unique to 4 horrors.
Andrew Sarkis.
For the next few days, all of my time was spent searching for high-level dinos to do boss fights with. On day 29, I came across a Deinonychus.
Oh yeah.
And on day 30, I found a Gryphon, which I made a trap for and tamed.
Ooh, I might need that. Whoa, he does a lot of damage, I think. Oh yeah, he does a lot of damage. I hope that's good enough. Oh, there we go. Griffin. Damn, this thing is fast.
I was glad to see that by the time I arrived home, I had lots of metal cooked in the forge. On day 31, I came across a pretty good blueprint for a pistol.
Oh my god.
I took Therizino out to kill some alpha raptors.
Oh, I didn't realize when I killed that I got rune stones. Whoa, I got a good bow too.
And when I came home, I placed a vault to start storing some valuable items that I collected.
All my valuables in here.
Day 32 was mostly crafting ammo, and I was being AFK waiting for it to craft. Oh, I also crafted a pistol, and I fired some warning shots to warn the neighbors. On day 33, I found a step bro who was stuck on the side of a mountain. I wasn't having any luck with high level step bros, so I decided to take this low level one for now, just so I could start breeding.
Do I have any berries in this RG? I do. Female fairy.
And by the end of the day, we had fertilized egg due to sexual activity.
Baby Theri. Baby. It's got good HP and I think it's got good melee. Oh, and it's a female, so.
Day 34, on God, no capping, only facts. It was probably the most boring day. I took fiber out of my moss chops, and then I healed my baby Theri and watched the grass grow.
Stop it. Get some help.
It turns out I was capping, because on day 34 I also found the pig from the Marvel movie Hakuna Matata's.
There you go. It's unconscious.
I was hella capping because I also found this secret dungeon that would probably make a pretty good base location if it wasn't so cold.
It's pretty cold down here. Whoa. You could have a base in here. It's just really, really cold.
On day 35, the neighbors definitely did not listen to my warning shots back on day 32. As a result, my neighbor was murdered. I was also streaming on this day, so I gave a quick base tour.
This is the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. I know. I enclosed the tree of hope. I got some water, the river, or the waterfall, or the lake. Or this is not a lake. Well, this could be like a mini lake, I guess. That's my house. I stole that. I kind of like found it, and then I don't even know what happened to day 36, but on day 37,
I found a cave under a waterfall that was home to a few Desmodus. These things were very easy to tame with low effectiveness. All I had to do was feed it some blood packs.
My Fjord Hawk just brings everything. Alright, I'm just gonna try and creep around. I just want to tame a low level one.
Bruh.
Okay, that's 145. Can you tame a 145 with 23 packs? I swear I've seen somebody do it, like Nooblets. Oh, I need to put... It tamed? Oh my god, it tamed instantly. I need a saddle for this thing.
I took the Desmodus home and made a saddle for it and spent the rest of the day attacking my neighbors. I was starting to raise a decent amount of fairies, so to further prepare for the boss fights, I killed more alpha dinos and harvested more runestones. These would be useful in summoning the bosses. While flying around, I spotted my first Giga.
145, that's perfect.
This was going to make the mini bosses much easier, so I quickly grabbed the trap and knocked it out.
Here he comes. I almost messed that up. Finally. There we go. Let's name him something interesting this time.
I gave him a very cool name. Black Helmet BP.
Oh, flak helmet.
On day 41, I spent some time killing alphas with my Giga to level them up. I also made sure to farm more metal so that my industrial forge was always full.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Nothing happened on day 42 because I was only looking for another Giga to breed with my pleasure. It's day 43 and I really needed to start farming blueprints if I wanted to survive the boss fights. I started exploring caves and looking for loot crates, which is where you can find the best quality gear.
Nothing exciting. Please be something good. Bruh. Ooh. Another drop.
I did, however, have a pretty bad experience when I was pounced by Perlovia.
What just happened? What even is that?
Luckily, I had my Fjord Hawk with me.
Oh, you know what's crazy is I think my Fjord Hawk actually saved all my gear. It did. Oh my god.
I lost my Desmodus, so I fast traveled back to the waterfall cave and tamed myself another one.
Alright, I'm just gonna pray I don't die this time. I'm gonna go do the Bela boss.
On day 44, I was ready to take my first boss fight. It was a mini boss, so I knew it wasn't going to be that hard. My Giga had killed enough alpha dinos and he was ready to put in some work.
30 rune, yep. Bela has been summoned. There she is. Oh yeah, I should be able to kill this very easily. Let's see what we've got here. You get element from it? A relic. I got a chess piece. That is like honestly the worst chess piece blueprint I've ever seen in my life.
One mini boss down, 2 more to go. I got right back to work hunting more alpha dinos for their runestones. I spent an entire 2 days searching sunken ships in hopes of finding better blueprints, but I just wasn't getting anything good.
There's nothing here either. Yo, that's a Basilosaurus. Doesn't look like any crate.
On day 48, I came across a broken beehive and I harvested the honey. Before it could spoil, I flew over to the Andrewsarchus spawns, and I tamed myself an Andrew Tate.
So I think I just tossed it down. And then he eats it and I get on him. Yo!
The next day I had found another Andrew, but this one wasn't as happy.
Oh. That was pretty close. Sheesh.
I bred the 2 Andrews I tamed, and they made a little baby.
We'll just name it Baby Andrewsarchus for now.
On day 50, I decided to teleport to the Asgard realm. This is where I would find my second mini-boss.
This is sick.
Upon teleporting back, I found a Uteranus that I knew I had to tame. These dinos are very important in boss fights because they give your dinos a buff in damage and health.
There we go.
With the bag secured, I came home and I had an abortion. I started building a greenhouse on day 52 because I needed to make sweet veggie cakes to heal my dinos. I came across a high-level female Theri, which I trapped and tamed. I did a little more breeding, farmed more berries, and I killed the last alpha dino I needed to start the second mini-boss fight.
Got 9 rune stones from that.
Back in Asgard, I didn't realize that this boss fight summoned 2 wolves, and my Giga was getting shredded.
Wait, I think I'm taking a lot of damage. So if I leave the area, they regen health?
Luckily for me, I found a way to back up to the edge of the arena, and I only fought 1 wolf at a time. I went apeshit on both Hades and Skull, and I was feeling good about the progress I was making. For the next few days, I continued to raise Theries. I placed down a full greenhouse to speed up the amount of crops I was growing, and I raised even more Theries. I killed a few more alpha dinos to gather the runestones for the final mini-boss, and I crafted myself a set of fur armor. After that, I teleported to the Antarctica realm to fight Steinborn.
Whoa, my rage meter is going way up.
Unfortunately for me, I completely underestimated Steinborn's power. My Giga was just not dealing enough damage, and I was forced to leave the arena.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out something else.
I needed a better plan, so I started raising more Theries. While waiting for them to grow up, I started thinking about the main boss fights I would have to prepare for. I began a journey of collecting all the artifacts I needed to summon the Broodmother, the Megapithecus, and the Dragon. These dungeons were long and hard, like my...
Oh my god, that's... Looks like this is the massive.
Yep. By day 61, my Theries were fully raised and I was ready to put them to the test. We headed back to Steinborn's arena and I tossed them out.
Okay, they're starting to wake up. Just gonna whistle attack on all of them.
The Theory strategy was working out to be a much better option. In a matter of minutes, Steinborn was nothing but ice. It was an easy job, but the theories definitely took a lot of damage. I tossed them out in the yard and healed them back to full HP with my owl. On day 65, I started harvesting sap and honey to make some vegetable cakes. Once I was done being Gordon Ramsay, I took all of my fairies and all of my cakes, and we went to the Broodmother Arena.
First boss. Let's see how strong they do. How strong they do? Oh, this is not going to be a problem at all.
My team made extremely quick work of her, and it was quickly on to the next. I stopped by a dungeon in the swamp and I used my Andrew to travel through since he was armed with a powerful machine gun.
Alright, so it's there now. It's a good thing I brought two mask.
I was farming a bit of resources, and then day 69, baby. Oh yes, this is the best day ever. 69. On day 70, I had arrived at the Megapithecus arena, ready with my team. No capping, the Megapithecus did not want the smoke.
I think I got the element. Yeah, I got the element.
I finally had enough element to make a replicator, so I crafted as much hard polymer as I could and I made myself a tech replicator at the red obelisk.
Let's see if this is enough. Sure is. Let's go. Can crowd everybody up and we can go home.
I knew I wasn't going to place the replicator in my house, so I started working on an outside crafting station.
What? Oh, that's because this third one is an S+. Whatever.
On day 74 and 76, I grabbed the last two artifacts I needed to fight the dragon.
Oh. Is that it? I guess it's that simple. Artifact of the Cunning. Oh my god, I forgot to record it. The artifact spawned in, and I grabbed it. See? Here's the evidence. God damn it.
With more cakes ready and all my theories in Pokeballs, we flew over to the arena where the dragon would meet the same fate as the other bosses.
Oh, is this it right here? It's not even that deep in the cave. Bruh. I forgot all of the artifacts. Alright, let's do this. Damn. This is a big arena. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh shoot, I might die. I need to just chill out for a sec. Some of my theories are extremely bloody. Half health. This one's just about to die, so we did lose one theory.
I was proud of how far I had come, 6 bosses down and only one more to go before I had conquered Fjordur. In celebration, I grabbed my minigun and killed anything that looked my way. Day 77 through 79 was mostly moving all the resources from my house to my crafting station, and building a pen for my breeding theories to stay organized.
There we go. That's a bit better.
On day 80, I went back to Asgard to tame a Procoptodon.
Berry time.
I stared at my wall, and then we gathered as much berries as she could hold. I then flew over to the Wyvern Trench to try and steal some eggs.
Oh, 170. I want to kill this wyvern before I do anything. Come to me. That was a 175. I wonder what level this egg is. Oh, there's the 175 egg.
I started raising my own fire wyvern.
Oh yeah.
And for the rest of the day, I worked in the garden cooking up more veggie cakes.
We should be able to make like a ton of cakes with all of our crops.
To this day, I do not know why I raised a fire wyvern.
Watch this.
Like, all we did was kill an alpha raptor, and then we went home and he got healed. Anyway, I forgot to mention that I raised two Deinonychus named Tom and Jerry. These two would accompany me and my team on our final boss with the Fenrir Sulfur. Everyone went in their Pokeballs, and we were off to Red Ob.
Yes, sir. We are here. We'll put the trophies inside.
Once again, I prepared my team and threw everyone out. We had done this so many times, I was fully confident we would take out the final boss with ease.
Yes, my chickens. Rise. Oh shit, where's my... Oh. Okay, I'm losing health really fast. I'm gonna switch this canteen to hot really quick. Oh shit. I'm frozen. Oh my god. We beat it while I'm frozen. Wait. What is this? I got a Fenrir? I gotta see this when I get home. 100 element.
I had finally done it. After countless hours of fighting through dungeons, reading theories, and staring at the wall, I finally had conquered Fjordur.
Let's see what this is all about. Holy guacamole, it's a wolf. It took a poop. That's... Come on, man. Holy freaking guacamole, this thing looks cool. Alright, it's got eyes.
I was gifted a Fenrir in exchange for wasting my time playing with dinosaurs in my 20s.
Look at that.
I set up the flags for one final night in this world, and I had a celebration with rockets. If you've made it to the end of the video, I know it's not a full 100 days. You just came all this way and got rickrolled. But in all seriousness, thank you so much for sticking around and watching the video. It would mean a lot to me if you would give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Alright, it's time for you to go now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yep, the video's over. I'll see you another time. Subscribe.